Hello, and welcome to day 12 of NaNoWriMo. I closed out day 12 with 26,990 words. I didn't quite make my goal, the bigger goal, but I did, however, make the main goal, which was to write 500 quality words. I took a much needed regrouping, inspirational day. I went through most of Holly Lyle's mini plot outline course, and I fell in love with my character all over again. It was much needed. I realized I had forgotten about one of the main parts of the story. I got so involved in part of the story, I forgot about the other part. I realized what her real goals were, what she really needed versus what she wanted. And as I went through the process of writing all of that down and filling in the blanks for the worksheets for the mini plot outline, I began to realize that the first novel was truly still there inside me. And the second novel, the romance novel, it's sitting there. I'm not real sure about writing both projects full force for NaNoWriMo. That's a lot of switching back and forth. Their character voices and everything are much different. And this is still sort of a learning experience for me. So, but I'm really excited again about my novel. And this is week 2. It's the slump. You hit the wall. And I've kind of been going through this on and off now for the past few days. And what I've noticed is you have one of two choices when you hit that wall. When the slump is right there in your face and you're backed up against that wall, what do? You either write or you don't write. I chose to write. I chose to go about it a little bit different, and I chose to sort of regroup and figure out things. But I chose to write. I started my Nano novel with the full intention of getting to the 50,000 mark, which is half the midpoint of my novel. And I'm halfway to that midpoint. Now, part of what I have is complete and utter garbage, and the other part, it's pretty good. There are even a few parts that are extremely good. So what do? Well, I keep writing. That's what I do. And I've read a lot of blog posts and I've watched a lot of vlogs that are saying the same thing. People are hitting that slump. They're against that wall and they either can't write or they don't know what to write or they don't feel motivated to write at all. And it's okay. Take a breath. Do something that makes you feel good. Do something that brings you back to where you need to be to write your novel. Now, I have no idea of when I will completely finish my novel. I have no idea how much I will need to edit. I have no idea of whether my novel will ever even be publish worthy. But you know what I do know is this has been fun. I've had bad days. I've had really bad days. But I've also had really great days. And that's the part of NaNoWriMo that makes it so great, is that you write. You sit down at that computer, whether it's your laptop or whether it's your desktop, or even if you're not sitting down at your computer in your handwriting, and have much appreciation for those of you who are handwriting novels. But yesterday evening, I talked to my cousin, and I will be in her wedding next year, and we were talking a little bit about her planning process and what is really important to her and how she and her fiance had to sit down and go over a few things because he wanted everything. And she said, hold on, wait a minute. What's most important? And so they've made a list. And while I was talking to her, I thought about life in general and how what you have to do in life in general is set your priorities based on need, not necessarily on want. And I had to think about my own life because that's what you do. We're human beings and we tend to relate everything that's either said to us or that we see or that we hear or that we do or that we watch in relation to ourselves. And in my own life, I've had to rearrange priorities in order to make NaNoWriMo work. I've had to rearrange priorities so that I can still spend time with my family, especially my gorgeous little 2-year-old grandson who's absolutely wonderful and I miss. And I've had to rearrange a few things so that this Saturday I can go try on dresses and have a much needed sit down with coffee conversation with my cousin. And as far as I can tell, this NaNoWriMo has been a really different experience for me. Not only have I vlogged this NaNoWriMo, normally I just blog, but I've realized that I have a lot more confidence in myself after regrouping and figuring things out and vlogging. The NaNoWriMo community, the camaraderie and the positive remarks and comments that people are giving to each other and to me, it's just amazing. I feel so much love from the writing community, and love might not be the right word, but it's close enough. Right now I'm not trying to write. I'm about to fix myself another cup of coffee and have a snack, and then I'm going to sit down at my computer and I'm going to write. And I didn't write a whole lot of words yesterday, but you know what? I'm starting out this morning, which is day 13, with 26,909 words. 909. 26,909 words. This is awesome. It's great. And I'm so excited. So if you're having a bad day, if you're having a bad week, it's okay. It will get better. Maybe you need to rethink. Maybe you need to regroup. Maybe you need to take a minute away from it and quit trying so hard. Take a long walk. Go to a coffee house. Grab you a cup of coffee and people watch. Go to the mall. Go to a movie. Watch Netflix. Do something to get your mind off of what you're doing or what you're trying to do, what you can't do, what you're not able to do, and just take a break from it for a minute or an hour or two. And when you go back, maybe you'll be refreshed enough to look at it a little bit differently. I know it worked for me. Have a great day 13, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you like this, please like, maybe make a comment. Really appreciate it. You guys have a great one. Thanks.